And now, the San Mateo High School Performing Arts Department is proud to present Guys and Dolls with Mr. Marco Bell conducting the Guys and Dolls Orchestra.
Here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. Well, if he says the horse can do, can do, can do. I can do, I can do. This guy says the horse can do. Well, if he says the horse can do, I can do. Can do. Football or I hit his runs all right. Of course, it all depends. A big rain last night. Likes mud, likes mud. This Johnny's brothers likes mud. Well, if it's likes mud. Likes mud. Likes mud. I tell you, Paul Revere, now this is no bum steer. It's from a handicap, but that's real sincere. I can do, I can do. This guy says the horse can do. Well, if he says the horse can do, I can do, I can do. Every time I got the horse right here. Sarah, I wonder why a fine doll like her is mixed up in the mission dodge.
Yeah, she sure is a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll wastes all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you?
Okay.
You know Nicely Johnson?
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
So, tell me, what about Nathan Detroit? Has he found a place for his crap game yet?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
Still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and ready for action. See, I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
$5,000?
Where'd you acquire it?
Oh, I collected a reward. On my father.
God, everybody's looking for action. I sure hope Nathan finds him.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan. Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan at the New York City Police Department.
It's a pleasure.
Either of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here. And getting away with it, too, by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you, because I know you two bums work for Detroit, wrestling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell him from me that I know he's running around trying to find a place. Well, no one's going to give him a place because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their necks.
Fellas.
Hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm in real terrible trouble. It's that lousy Brannigan and I can't...
Mr. Detroit.
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I was just discussing your crap game with your colleagues. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know from the fact that you now have to live on your own salary.
Nathan, did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me anyway? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who win a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Now, was that a crime?
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find a place? Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We are holding the crap game tomorrow night on the top of Mount Everest. I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you said once there might be a chance for the Biltmore garage.
I tried the Biltmore garage. Spoke to Joy Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance and let me use the place, if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? My marker's as good as cash, only... Joy Biltmore wants cash. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood. Why? I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I cannot even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what today is. It is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, you gotta concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Grant Slim.
I know I can make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore garage wants $1,000.
But we ain't got $1,000 on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McClaskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got.
Why is the reliable Nathan, Detroit? If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not the good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an apple and a leg for the fella who can get us. If we only had a lousy little brand, we could be a millionaire. Good old reliable Nathan, Detroit. In the side of your bundle you want to increase. Yellow rage that you go broken, quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game?
Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame.
It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson? There's the highest player in them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a caterpillar race. And another time he was sick. And he would not take penicillin on account of the fact that he had bet 10 G's the temperature would go to 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Well, maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
No, not Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a bet on which I know I cannot lose. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar Flat will sit on, or how far he can kick a piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake, that's it! Look, Benny, run over to Mindy's restaurant and ask him how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake and how much strudel? But what do you want to know that for?
Just find out! Oh, here comes Adelaide. If she hears I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again. Go on, beat it. Adelaide, pigeon.
Pin, darling. Oh, girls, you go on ahead. I'll see you later. We're going to get right back to Hot Box in 10 minutes.
Oh, you still rehearsing?
Yeah, it's that slave driver, Charlie. He's working us all day. So finally I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So, what did you tell him?
I told him. I said I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's he cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Oh, Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
Hope you like it.
A belt.
I'll read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Darling, that's so sweet. Look, honey, about your present. I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Then you shouldn't have.
It's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I kind of like it when you forget to give me gifts. It makes me feel like we're married.
Well, don't worry, honey. One of these days I'll be in the money and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Oh, Nathan, I can do without anything. Just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game. What an absurd thought.
Oh, yeah. 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake? That's great. That's my bet.
Nathan, what is this?
Oh, nothing, honey. Nothing.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know later.
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Well, why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide, I know you're hungry, and I'm expecting a fella, so maybe,
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Look, fellas, can you take her along to the drugstore?
Oh, Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson!
Hey, Nathan! You a promoter, you? How are you?
Oh, fine, Sky. You look great.
Yeah, I feel great. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. It's a great place. Beautiful scenery, helpful climate. I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's? Gonna be in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Hey, why don't you come with me?
No, I got a lot of things to do. Meantime, how about dropping over to Mindy's and having a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, thanks. I'm not hungry right now. Oh, tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you two will be getting married?
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
Hey, but Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we must always keep in mind that as pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back-to-back.
Yeah. So, tell me, you hungry yet? Maybe we ought to drop over to Mindy's and have a piece of cheesecake or strudel.
No, I think I'll go with the late results.
Oh, but you will admit that Mindy's has some of the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I am quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet there's some who still prefer Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of? The cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never really gave it much thought. But if everyone is like I am, I'd say that Mindy sells more cheesecake than strudel.
You want to bet?
Huh?
Do you want to bet?
Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always took your percentage off the top.
Well, I thought for old time's sake, I would give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Minnie sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a little story. Now, when I was a young man about to go out in the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this: "Son," the old guy says, "I am sorry I'm not able to bankroll you to a very large start. However, not having any potatoes to give to you, I will now stake you to some very valuable advice. Now, one of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come up to you, and he's going to show you a nice brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. Now, son, this man is going to offer to bet you he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and then squirt cider in your ear. But, son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you're standing there, you will wind up with an earful of cider." Now, Nathan, I do not claim you've been clocking Mindy's
Hey, you don't
cheesecakes.
think that I've
However,
been
if you are looking for some action still, I will bet you the same $1,000 you do not know the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
Ah, no bets. Red. What a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Ellie to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hey, hiya, Sky.
Hey, good. How's it with you fellas?
Not bad.
Nicely, nicely. Oh, Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she wanted me to make sure to tell you to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box. And don't be late.
Yes, dear. Yes.
Yes, dear. Now that's husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you're trapped. In Adelaide, you have the kind of girl that is most difficult to unload.
Well, maybe I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. Besides, a guy needs a doll. When a guy walks into a restaurant, it looks nice if there's a doll beside him. A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just say a guy should have one around when he wants them, and they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you going to Havana tomorrow without one?
I like to travel light. However, if I wish to take a doll to Havana with me, there's a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll. You name it.
Any doll. And I name it. Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her with you to Havana tomorrow?
You have got a bet.
All right. I name her.
Her? Cider.
Someday I'm gonna take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
Now, Sarah, angry words are not becoming to a missionary.
You're right, Grandfather. I'm sorry.
Besides, they rip up Broadway every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do, Sarah.
How do you do?
My name is Abernathy. Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I've wasted my life away in gambling and evil betting. But now, I realize the terrible things that gambling can lead to.
Agatha. Coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. See, I've been wandering around trying to get up the courage to come in here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Oh, gladly. I would have never become a gambler at all, had I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. You know, it makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
You just go right on talking to Sister Sarah. You'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. You know, I wish we could find more sinners like you. We've been out every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between the hours of midnight and dawn. You see, during the daytime, all the sinners are in bed, resting from sinning the night before, so as to be in good shape for sinning later on.
Oh!
You might even try an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masters.
You're welcome.
You know, coffee is so good. I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
He's a fine old gentleman. I suppose he kind of looks after you, huh?
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. I suppose if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Here are 2 pamphlets I think you should read. They'll provide you with a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting Thursday, which I'm sure you wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm out of line when I say this, but I think it's wonderful to see a beautiful doll like, I mean a nice-looking lady like yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place, do you ever go anyplace else? Do you travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far. However, there are several other wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. You ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, you know I will be needing some personal help from you. See, my heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Wait a minute, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
It's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace under the wicked, chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
2 things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. You know, I once won 5 G's on a triple bet on Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
Well, I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. To get me, it's 8 to 5, the others follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
All right, then I'll make you a proposition. Now, when did you say that big meeting of yours is? It's Thursday. I will guarantee to fill that mission with 12 genuine sinners. What's more, I will also guarantee that they will sit down and they will listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
That's Sky Masterson's personal marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
Where's that?
El Cafe Cubano Havana.
El Cafe Cubano Havana?
Where do you want to eat?
Havana?
It only takes us 5 hours to get there by plane, and we'll get back in the same night, and the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you're describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she is still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. Well, I'm glad to know it's me personally, not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world that there's some guy that might appeal to the sergeants. I wonder what that guy would be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not asking what he will not be. I'm asking what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the honey aroma of his mind.
You have wished yourself the Scarsdale Galahad. the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes. And I shall meet him when the time is right.
You got it all figured out, huh?
I have.
Including when he smokes. All figured out.
All figured out.
And you'll know at a glance by those two pair of pants. Love you're talking about here. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No!
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. But I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before I'll know in my heart, I'll know, and I won't ever ask, am I right, am I wise, am I smart? But I'll stop, and I'll stare at that face in the throng, yes, I'll know. I'll drop in again tomorrow in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Hello, is this Biltmore Garage?
Yes?
Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Oh, hey, look, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night for the
what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game!
Don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night?
Not unless I get $1,000.
I'll have it for you tomorrow.
So call me tomorrow.
Look, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
So have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Look, Joey, the door's guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he cannot take a doll with him to Havana.
And why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse, it's a doll.
But Joey...
Look, Nathan, there'll be no crap game here tomorrow night unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you've known me a long time.
That's why I want my dough in advance.
All right, look, I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaide at the hot box in 10 minutes. Just one thing. Can I tell the guys the game is gonna be at your place tomorrow night?
Not till I get my dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope he gets stabbed by a Studebaker.
And you too.
And now for the grand finale of the Hot Box Round the World Review, we take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Farmerettes.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, and a talking in my sleep about you. About you? About you. I'm sleeping, I'm having trouble sleeping. So I love you, a
I love you, a bushel and a peck. That lousy Joy Biltmore.
Hello, Nathan.
Oh, hello, Pie Face.
How are you, handsome?
Oh, fine. What have you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Oh, Nathan, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
Oh, how is your cold?
Oh, it's the same. Well, so the doctor asked me how long I've had it. And I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he said I should read this book because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Oh, Nathan, this is the psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Would it tell you what kind of a doll would go for a certain kind of a guy, but you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet they would go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow may seem, you can never be sure that some doll won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, starting next week I'm going to be getting a raise, so with what I'll be making, I was wondering, what you think maybe we could finally get married?
Well, of course we're going to, sooner or later.
Well, I know, Nathan. But I'm starting to worry about my mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, now this is something I never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, well, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
Well, I could have been engaged for 14 years. They don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Well, then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I told her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. And then after about 2 years...
Well, what after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby.
I had to, Nathan. Mother would have never understood if we hadn't.
Well, what type baby was it?
It was a boy. I named it after you. Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where's Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
Oh, he's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
Wish I'd bet on it.
Oh, Nathan. That's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
All those years, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Well, anyways, Nathan, now we're finally getting married and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how can you do such a thing? And to a nice old broad like your mother.
Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon, and what'll I tell her? What'll I say I did with the 5 kids? Lost them in a poker game? What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready. What do I got in this box? Nathan, what do I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. But I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, we got the veil. Now all we need is our license and our blood test.
Our what?
Blood test. It's a law.
What a city. First they closed my crap game, then they opened my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running that crap game again, are you?
Adelaide, how can you think such a thing? Why do you think I closed the crap game in the first place? It's because I love you, and I want the two of us to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Does anybody see the earring? I don't think so. You! I was all gated up with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up! It reminds me of your crap game!
Look, honey, you're getting yourself all upset over nothing. I mean, we love each other, and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore!
But it's true. Come on, cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile. That's my happy girl. See you tomorrow.
endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. And otherwise, just been waiting around for that plain little band of gold. A person can develop a cold. You can spray it wherever you figure the streptococcus like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't wait. If she's tired of getting a fisheye from a hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note? Note? Oh, note. Chronic organic symptoms, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and the throat. And otherwise, just been wondering whether the wedding is on a roof. A person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. Just installing the wedding trip. A person can develop a grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime. If your apartment is air conditioned and the mood's sublime, then they get off at Saratoga. La pulse nasal drip with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pimp. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad
Guy was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She gave him a look that could have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great, just so we don't take her to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this dame across the street. Hey, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
I don't know. I suppose trying to see Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, always taking his mind off honest work.
Yeah, it's too bad that such a smart businessman like Nathan has to fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we should be tolerant, for I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look. What's Planet the Roxy? I'll tell you what's Planet the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's Planet the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small roomie with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has licked him, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's saying it's only a John and he for a chain.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
See a Joe
some little broad.
When he beats a bug, completely out of the jug, and you still lift him flat.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's Bravo 12 to 7, and the guys only do it for some dough. Who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
A lazy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells like Vitals barbecue.
Call it dumb, call it clever, but you can give odds forever. And the guys do it for some dough, some dough, some dough. Guys do it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He seems to be very interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should have never volunteered for this post. Well, let's go to lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and just have them begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. All right.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
Well, I got to you early this morning, and I spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I have to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside and have some lunch with us?
No, I haven't the time, dear. Sarah, we at the mission come to a definite conclusion. We've decided to close this branch.
Oh, no.
Close the mission.
But, General, please, I'm sure somebody can do good here, even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many calls on us. So many places where our work is really needed.
But we are doing so much better now.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting? But will anyone be here? Will anyone come?
Pardon me. I couldn't help overhearing you. General, my name's Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I feel Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and find out for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance...
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Carnations? Remember, no one gets in unless they got their red carnations. It's like a password.
Yeah, okay, but where's the game?
Hold on a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the guys at the Biltmore Garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
It's 11 o'clock and they ain't gonna stick around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at the hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there.
Here he is.
Where's the dough?
Hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it!
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back without it, even if you starve to death!
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have a place for your crap game, tell us and we shall seek elsewhere for our entertainment.
Now, take it easy, Harry.
Nathan, I hope that you will not spoil our evening, inasmuch I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. I'd like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, if there is no crap game tonight, I'm sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. Now, Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can find from those citizens who at one time or another have displeased him. Although, I will admit, it is very hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, let me assure you that when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on it that it's...
Well, an interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Arts. Society Max. Rusty Charlie. Liver Lips Louie. Harry the Horse all the way from Brooklyn. And, pardon me, I am very bad with names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from? East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, and what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't ever help my mother across the street. Lovely. Looks like a male chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well, we were,
We're having a party.
Yeah.
Oh, and what kind of a party?
Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor party. Nathan's getting married.
That is correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan is getting married.
Yes, sir.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
Oh, when I saw you standing there with all those fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was...
It's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Oh, just think. After 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit.
Tell me, Nathan, when's the happy day?
Oh, when will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Nathan, these gentlemen are good enough to give you a bachelor dinner. The least you could do is tell them the wedding date.
well, we need time for a license and a blood test.
Oh, gee. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we get married tomorrow night right after the hot box?
Adelaide, we need time for a license.
You could elope.
What?
You could drive upstate to, what's the name of that place?
Sing Sing?
No, Buffalo. They'll marry you right away. They don't even give you a blood test.
Well, ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, that's a great idea. Elope. I'll enter my getaway car. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it!
Well, what the hell?
My congratulations, Nathan. I only hope there's nothing in heredity.
Oh, Nathan, I got so many things to do before we elope. We meet the hot box tomorrow night?
I'll have a table reserved and be all dressed up in whatever you elope in.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. Oh, you ought to wire my mother. Only what do I wire her?
Send the telegram and date it back.
No. I better wait till we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Tell me, how long you known the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Well, maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
He couldn't have. I mean, how could he? She couldn't have gone.
Cristo, the second oldest mission in Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where prisoners are thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here's buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche? What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar. And a sort of a native flavoring.
Well, what's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another. None of the Bacardi have alcohol in it.
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk. Two dulce de leche.
Take it easy, Slugger. It's over and you're still the champ. You all right?
Am I all right? Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me how do I feel, little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. All I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. And if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Havana is so wonderful. Why don't we stay here a few days and see how wonderful it's really like?
Now, we better get going if we want to catch that plane back to New York.
But I don't want to go back to New York.
I am taking you back.
Oh, you're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you just doesn't belong with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. Do you know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how I met you in the first place. I made a bet.
Well, how else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No, no!
I gotta do what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thanks for bringing me back. Must behave very badly.
No, you were fine.
I don't know how I'll ever get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Well, hello, Sky.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Fine, Sky. Oh, look, the girls just gave me a kitchen shower. We went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower. Look.
That's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Very glad to meet you. You know, we'll open tomorrow night right after the hot box, Nathan and I.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, thank you very much. Gee, I feel like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Well, Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock maybe?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been out this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
Finding out something I've known for quite a while now. My time of day is the dark time. couple of deals before dawn. When the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with a mop and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamplight fills the gutter with gold, that's my time of day. My time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. It's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is mine. It's all too strange and strong. I'm filled with foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is mine. That's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song was born. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love
Grandfather, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
Well, we took your suggestion and stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah dear?
Oh, I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
Hey, what the hell is this? Hey, what is this?
Wait a minute, I'm losing 10 G's. Somebody must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a crap game going full blast in the mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, right? Sarah?
This wouldn't have happened if I hadn't... I should have never gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You did it for the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said so yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
feature number of the evening, the Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
And the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late for it, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said, as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your pails. What made you think that I was one of those girls? Take back the gown, the shoes, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems this some other dame. Take back your mink, take back your coils. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming, take back the gown, take back the hat. I'm hanging down, but I'm not glad for that. I thought that each expensive gift you made was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, Nazis, a horrible drink. I'll take back your mink, those old worn out pelts, and go shut my sleeves for somebody else. Well, wouldn't you?
Will you be joining the Mr. Detroit party, sir?
Is he here?
No, sir. Mr. Detroit has not been here all evening.
I bring me a Ryan soda.
Sky, have you seen Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring for her a message from Nathan. I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
Well, nicely, what is the message? Where's Nathan?
Well, it's this way. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh was suddenly taken ill with,
A rare tropical disease?
Hey, that's not bad. Anyway, Nathan has to...
Nicely, what is the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game's still going on.
Since last night?
Big Julie, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find another place and the game goes on.
And where is the game?
Are you looking for some action?
I know, I'd just like to talk to some of the guys. You see, Nicely, I gave my marker to, well, somebody, and I'd kind of like to...
I'll meet you outside.
Wait a minute. What about Nathan's message?
Oh, Miss Adelaide. Nathan's in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical ant. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Sky, Nathan has to come here tonight. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
He promised to change.
Change? Why is it the minute you dolls get a guy you like, you take him right in for alterations?
Well, what about you men? Why can't you marry people like other people and live normal like people? Have a home with wallpaper and bookends?
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Look, guys like Nathan Detroit, and yeah, Sky Masterson, we just don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's just no good. No good. I'll see you in a couple of months.
Where you going?
I don't know, Las Vegas maybe? I got a ticket for the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Well, tell him I never want to speak to him again and have him call me here.
Why don't you find yourself another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. When you fall for somebody someday, you'll find out.
Yeah.
And otherwise, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in the woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than a frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu, the flu. 103.2, so much virus inside that the microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories and writing, and a story her folks can be told, a person can develop a cold.
Not so fast, Sarah, not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody is there at all. We'll explain that to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place. To go somewhere
Where the sinners are all respectable and well-behaved.
You saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson. He came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the minute he started picking on you. I didn't know you were gonna get so stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish ya for the color of your gold, and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish ya than to wish ya find your love, your own true love this day. Mansions I can wish ya, 7 footmen all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish ya than to wish ya find your love, your own true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of you. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the licorice too. Music I can wish ya, merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish ya than to wish ya find your love, your own true love this day. With the sheep's eye and the licorice too, and the strong arms to carry you away.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
It's supposed to be. The general's expecting a big...
Sarah, you've forgotten one thing. Being a gambler, I do not forget these kind of things. Now, you hold my marker for 12 sinners.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night our mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
We've had enough. Yeah, let's go home. Yeah.
You see, Big Julia, the boys are all slightly fatigued from wearing this, having been shooting crap for a long while now, namely 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I'm out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that Big Julie is a bad loser, it is merely that he prefers to win. Right, Big Julie?
Give me the dice. Shoot 500.
I'll take 200. But on half dead.
If you do not shut up, Big Julie will arrange the other half.
Ha! And it's a 1 and a 1. Snake eyes, you lose. And $50 from the house. But the dice are still yours, and your luck is bound to...
Shut up.
Change.
500 more.
200 more.
And here comes that big lucky roll.
Ha!
And it's snake eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Julie.
That cleans me. But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
You see, Big Julia, the boys are all pretty tired. Of course, me personally, I'm as fresh as a daisy.
Then I'll play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you've been raking out of every pot, and by now you should have quite a bundle.
Well, being that I assume the risk, it is only fair that I should assume some of the dough.
Troy, I'm gonna roll you willy or nilly. If I lose, I'll give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You will give him cash.
Let me hear it from Big Julie.
You will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here's my marker. Put up your dough. Is there anything wrong?
No. I owe you $1,000. Signed X? How is it you can write 1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
I was good at arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Well, here, this should put you through Harvard.
Troy, I'm rolling you 1,000. And to change my luck, I'll use my own dice.
Your own dice?
And I'm made especially for me in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
Yeah, and that's a breach of etiquette.
You will show me where it says that in Hoyle.
Not that I wish to seem petty, but may I see these dice? But these dice, they ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I had spots removed for luck, but I remember what spots formerly were.
Big Julie, you mean to tell me you're gonna shoot crap with blank dice and call them from remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Ha! 5 and a 5. Point is 10.
Well, I still got a chance.
10Z, 10Z, come again, Z.
I wish he would fall down on his NZ.
Ha! A 10. I win.
A 10?
6 and a 4.
Well, which is a 6 and which is a 4?
Either way. Now I'm shooting 2,000. Get it up.
Look, I just remembered, I'm eloping tonight. I gotta meet Adelaide.
2,000.
Maybe I ought to let the other guys in on the fun here.
After I'm through with you. 2,000. Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, now I'm gonna take it easy on you this time. Shoot you $1.
I'll take all of it.
How you like that? Snake eyes. I lose.
For this, I gotta bend down.
Detroit, now I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna roll you for 3,000.
3 G's?
Yeah, 3 G's. Put it down there.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I put it right into your own pocket?
Get it up. Ha! 11. I win.
Well, that cleans me.
Now I'll play with you guys.
Oh, wait a minute. You gotta give me a chance to get even here. I will now roll you with my dice.
That's fair, Detroit. What you gonna use for money?
I will give you my marker.
What, and you want Big Julie to put up cash?
Nathan done it.
Yeah, sure, I done it. Yeah, what kind of a deal is this anyway?
Nathan, calm down.
And when there's no spot dice, somebody ought to knock the spots off him.
Hey, don't make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation.
Go ahead, shoot me. Put me in cement. At least I would know where I am. Here I risk my neck to set up a crap game. And look how I wind up. Broke. In a sewer. Believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there's nothing you can do to me right now that would not cheer me up.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood. You looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I'd like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
I am asking only for 1 minute.
I said we're shooting crap.
It has to do with Mateo Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
It's the fella I was telling you about. Yeah, took the mission doll to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Hey, why don't you go back to your praying tomato? You're slowing up the action around here.
If you were looking for some action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
Kind of proposition.
Am I right-handed or am I left-handed?
How am I supposed to know something like that?
I will give you a clue.
Better put this back in the icebox.
All right, you guys, now listen. Now tonight in Mateo Brown's mission at 408 West 49th Street, they are holding a midnight prayer meeting. Now I promised I would deliver to them some sinners, and when it comes to sinning, most of you guys are pretty high among the paint cards.
Listen, I don't want to spend no evening in a hallelujah joint.
All right, if you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I can guarantee you the air in the mission is a lot cleaner than it is down here. And I don't think it would hurt any of you to learn something else besides the odds on making a 4 the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
Yeah, so what? The Bible might not read it as lively as a scratch sheet, but it's at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried. I'll see you around, Nathan.
Sky, about that Havana business. I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
All right, get it up, Big Julie. I've now got dough to roll you again, but this time with my dice.
Hey, nothing doing. With them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
What did you say?
Well, I says with them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Maybe I can make a pass to save yours, and yours, and his. I'm gonna roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against your souls. Now that's 1,000 cash against a marker for your soul. Now if I win, you guys show up at the mission tonight. Is it okay?
Well, let me get this. Now, if you lose, we each get $1,000. Yeah. And if you win, we gotta show up at the Mission Dolls Cabaret?
No, if I win, you guys show up at the Save a Soul mission. Just one meeting.
Okay, by me.
By me too.
You too, Nathan? $1,000 against your soul?
Me, I don't even know if I got one.
Hey, you got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S.
All right, you guys put down your markers and give me the dice. Give me room.
Come on, roll the dice already.
Hey, what's the matter, Sky? You turning chicken?
Yeah.
Chicken's gone.
You've seen me roll for 100 G's before. But I got a lot more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on a date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. Lady wouldn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady wouldn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've never been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. Lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart. She'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady.
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 Roll the dice.
I tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie, you gave your marker. If you give your marker and you welch, it will cause me no little embarrassment. I'm sure you do not wish to cause me embarrassment.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to a prayer meeting, no respectable person will ever speak to me.
Adelaide!
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, to nicely explain to you about tonight, I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You're my doll.
Your doll? please. They were so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Adelaide, sweetheart, how can you get so upset over one lousy elopement?
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in your not being able to upset me no more. I have got you completely out of... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll get married. We'll have a nice little home. A little white house with a green fence. Just like the Whitney colors.
Oh, Nathan, we gotta do it soon. I got another letter from my mother today asking a lot of questions. Oh, and she put one in for you, too.
A letter for me? From your mother? Well, dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager?
Well, I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family, Adelaide, and the 5 children, and the one that's on the way.
Well, Mother wanted me to visit her, so I had to
Don't
tell
you
her.
know I can't have 6 kids and what they pay me at the A&P? I am very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You're a good man, and I know you will always take good care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Oh, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
All right, Adelaide. No, I can't.
Why not?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you, it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun, and you give me a kiss, and you're grabbing your hat, and you're off to the races again when I think of the time gone by.
Adelaide!
I think of the way I
Adelaide!
I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, go ahead, hate me.
The best years of my life I was a fool to give to you.
All right already! I'm just a no-good Nick. All right already, it's true, so new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love
you. You gamble up here, you gamble up there, you gamble on everything all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the end till you're back in the money again when I think of the time gone by.
Adelaide!
I think of the way I
Adelaide!
I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, go ahead, hate me.
When you wind up in jail, don't come to me to bail you.
All right already! So call a policeman. All right already, it's true, so new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
Nathan, come on, Nathan. You're at it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through when I think of the time gone by.
Adelaide!
I think of the way I could
Adelaide!
I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It is now several minutes past midnight, and nobody is here. Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them. I think you just better close the mission.
Welcome, gentlemen, welcome.
Oh, you're so cute.
Took me only a day by myself.
Is everybody here? Wait a minute, where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Well, Miss Sarah, here you are. 1 dozen or more assorted sinners. I'm sorry I didn't have time to clean them up for you.
Won't you please all sit down?
That's all right, we'll stand up.
Sit down, all of you. And take your hats off.
I would like to welcome you all to the Save a Soul mission.
All right, you guys, now this is a mission, not a saloon. So I suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Now, since I'm required to depart for points west tonight, I'm leaving Nathan Detroit here, Major Domo, in my place. Now, Nathan, anyone who does not conduct himself according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
Yeah, so I'll remember that, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Tonight we are honored to have our meeting conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see this branch of the mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stool pigeon.
Oh, come, brothers, I know it is difficult. But let the weight be lifted from the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are.
Well, I always was a bad guy and a gambler. And I ain't gonna do it no more. Thank you.
There, now don't you feel better?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Julie,
What's the pitch?
just tell him about all the terrible things you've done that you ain't gonna do no more.
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid, but ever since then I've gone straight. As I can prove by my record, 33 arrests and no convictions.
Harry?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, Harry the horse.
Well, like when Sky rolls us against our souls.
I beg your pardon.
Sky Masterson. See, he rolled us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand. I do, General. He means that they are only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
Well, that's wonderful. This whole meeting is a result of gambling. Sergeant Sarah, you've done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Hey, I ain't finished my testimony. Well, my sin is that when Sky rolled us for the $1,000, I wished I'd win it instead of having to come here. But now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anyone?
Brother Nicely Johnson.
Guys, feel all right?
Brother Nicely Johnson.
Well, it happened to me kind of funny.
Like a dream. That's it, a dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on a boat to heaven. And by some chance I had brought my dice along. And there I stood. And I hollered someone fade me. But the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your charcoal coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I nicely passing out the whiskey. But the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said, beware, you're on a trip. People all said, beware, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under. Right with a rock in the throat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're on the boat down. And as I laughed at those passengers, David, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank, and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, sit down, you're on the boat. I said to myself, sit down, sit down, you're on the boat. And it will drag you under, and it's so heavy you never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Well, Brother Brannigan, what can we do for you? Maybe you would care to testify.
I'll do my testifying in court. Where I'll testify that you ran a crap game in this mission last night. Sister Sarah, you were standing right there when they came out. You saw them. Aren't these the fellows?
I've never seen any of them before in my life.
There's right, Broad.
Now, if you'd excuse us, officer, we would like to get back to our meeting.
Never in my life have I seen so many crap shooters spend so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
People, I also got a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. It is true that we did shoot crap here last night, but we're all sorry, ain't we, boys?
I'm real sorry.
But I also done another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy that he cannot take a certain doll with him on a trip. And this I should not have done, although it did not do no harm, as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure, the guy told me he did not take the doll. Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Boat.
Follow the boat and stay no more, stay no more, stay no more. Put down the bottle and we'll say no more. Follow the boat.
diet, she's still a
I've really never
Once she gets the idea of a little church, it'll always be around the corner.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancée.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to the church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Oh, your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement has been broken.
I think it might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan is dead. And then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding. The pain will go away. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah. Isaiah.
You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me. Nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whatever it is, you got it real bad. You know, when I saw you with Sky Maston the other... Oh, no. Not Sky. You're not in love with Sky. Oh, you poor thing.
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years I've tried to change Nathan. I always thought how wonderful he would be if he was different.
I've thought about Sky that way too.
Well, I've sat and pictured him by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a home, in the country, happy. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago at our prayer meeting, there were a lot of gamblers who acted as though maybe they could change.
Yes, but that doesn't mean... Gamblers? At your prayer meeting? Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
A darling little fellow with a cute little mustache.
I think so.
How do you like that rat? Just when he should be lying, he's telling the truth. I'm glad I'm through with him, and you should be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What are we, crazy or something? At Warner-Makers and Saks and Klein's, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze the melon till you get the melon home.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play, crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving
Maybe
town.
he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down. Marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter. Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Just a minute. I'm waiting on Lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Nathan, close up the newsstand. We're getting married.
Look, is this wedding gonna take place or rain? I paid $1 for this Miss Santa Claus.
Nathan, come on.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of the day.
Come on, let's go. Where's the wedding?
Where's the wedding? Holy smoke!
What's the matter?
I forgot to get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan.
Hey, how about the Biltmore garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson,
What is it, Brother Detroit?
would it be all right if we got married in your mission, Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Sister Saturn and Brother Masterson. Glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay you 8 to 5, you'll be very happy.
What Obadiah really means is that
Obadiah?
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Oh, thank you very much. I know we're going to be happy. We'll have a little home in the country, and Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
Achoo!